Okay, here we go. Welcome to my first ruminations on things. Of course, since we're on Dead by Daylight right now, it's going to be about Dead by Daylight. And yes, everyone has their own killer tier list, which I will remind you is highly subjective. Basically, I mean, I've seen people that say, like, the pig is not red rank. It's like, it depends on the person behind the pig. Similar to that, let's go. First up, we have the Trapper. I kind of like the Trapper. He's fun to play. I don't have any problems controlling him. Yes, it's annoying when people like set your traps off, yada yada. But all in all, solid base killer. Can't go wrong. Next up, we have Wraith, the Bing Bong Boy. So called because of the sound of his bell bangs. Anyway, really good, solid, fast killer. Sneaks up on people. As long as you're cloaked, you don't have a terror radius. You can do anything you normally do except for attack people. That's where the Wraith gets kind of a downside. And that it takes a while to ring the bell to go from one state to the other. There are add-ons that will allow you to change this. And that's cool and all, but I don't know. I have kind of a love-meh relationship with the Wraith. I'm better at Wraith than I am the Trapper, though. I will give him that. The Hillbilly. Welcome to the first of the line of killers I hate playing against, and I suck at playing. He is difficult to steer when you put his chainsaw into gear. He runs really fast, no one can dispute that. His maneuverability is like a three-legged, pregnant, arthritic elephant. I've heard people, well, you have to just drift with him. It's like, I could see the merit in it with like being able to one-shot someone from across the field, but there's other killers that do it better and easier. He's just too much pain in the ass for me to actually bother with. Another one people usually rank in the reds, or red rank killer, S class, whatever. The Nurse ran properly is an amazing killer. You will not win. Just period. End of sentence. That being said, I don't want to put in the time to practice and learn her. And yes, there is a steep learning curve with this woman. She's good at what she does, but beyond that, she moves slowly. You will never win in a straight chase. On the lighter side, it's impossible to loop her if a person playing the Nurse knows anything about what she can do. It is just damn near impossible. The Hag. Good map coverage. There's add-ons that will extend the range of her teleporting. But she has the slight problem that you can only teleport to places you've marked, which is inconvenient. Also, I don't like the fact that when you teleport there, you're usually facing the wrong damn way. You have to try to quickly find the survivor, hit them, and hopefully do what you came to do. I just never have gotten the hang of her. Next up, the Doctor. My boy. I love this guy. He has it all. He can find survivors. He can prevent survivors from doing things. He can drive them insane. You can make illusionary pallets. By the way, love illusionary pallets. It is so satisfying when people go through them. For the most part, I don't even know why I pack Spirit Fury on it. because I like to try to make illusionary pallets as quickly as possible. How you do that? You get survivors to throw them for you and you break them. Then with an add-on you can use, you get them to imagine through the power of madness that the pallet is there. The pallet will save them. They can vault right over it. And when they try to, you just walk right through it and club them. It's fantastic. Cannot recommend the Doctor highly enough. Granted, this is my opinion. Your mileage may vary. Huntress. Here's a chicklet I picked up just kind of recently on playing. Yes, I've had her for quite a while. I'm getting the hang of ranged killers more. And when she works well, she's fun. She is really map reliant though. Like Laris Memorial, the hospital, not my favorite map with her. The meatpacking plant, Gideon, the game, not my favorite map with her. Why? Because her hatchets travel along a more ballistic arc than most killers' weapons. And that causes problems when the ceilings are kind of low. Michael. I do not like Michael. I know there's a lot of love out there for Michael. I don't get it. Yes, he can stalk. Yes, he can insta-down. But he has to stalk someone for so long. Granted, he can stalk different people and drive the evil within up. This is the sole advantage he has over Ghostface. The main disadvantage of this is you can only stalk one person for so much evil within. Ghostface, you can stalk him. Not a problem. Advantage to Michael. His evil within affects everyone on the map. As soon as you hear him go into phase 3 evil within, you know you're screwed. You have to stay hidden. Because Michael will just come up on you, boom, down. Ghostface, he's just stalking that one guy. Not a problem. It is for that one guy, but everyone else can go about their business. Not a problem. Leatherface, Bubba. Kind of like the flip side of the Hillbilly. Problem with Bubba is, he has the same chainsaw one-hit down mechanic. He does not sprint across the field. He can down multiple survivors in one rampage, which is cool. My main problem, though, is the sounds he makes. Oh my god, they drive me up the wall. I hate him, I hate him, I hate him, I hate him. He almost makes me want to rage quit on his own. Yes, I know it's movie accurate. Bite me. It sucks. Freddy, my boy, the other illusionary palette man. Yes, everyone else uses dream snares. I like illusionary palettes. I will not lie. They are amazing. And with the right add-ons, you can slow people down a lot when they're dreaming. So yeah, I like Freddy. Do I rank him up there with the Doctor and the Wraith? No, not even. And I'll tell you why. Yes, Freddy can teleport from generator to generator. A, it takes him time to build up that ability. And B, the more generators get done, the less teleportation points you have. I know a lot of people would like to think that the survivors are out there being industrious little busy bees, doing their generators, lining themselves up for easy hits. I wish that was the case. It would make my game so much shorter. Usually when survivors get down to a good 3-gen situation for you, they're off on the other side of the map. I don't know why. I don't get it. Yes, you should lure the killer away. But if the killer shows he's not going to be lured away from his generators, someone is going to have to run rabbit. They're going to have to keep the killer entertained and run their little rabbity butts off, while the rats go and do the actual work. My opinion. The Pig. Welcome to the first fairly good stealth killer. I say fairly good because the reverse bear traps are a gimmick. It's too easy to get them off. I've rarely head popped anyone. And meh. I mean, she's great for sneaking up on people, don't get me wrong, but unlike the other two sneaky bastards, like Tier 1 Michael and Ghostface, she doesn't get anything special out of it. She gets an extremely long lunging attack called the ambush, which would be cool, but as you trigger the ambush, there is a bestial roar, which survivors know what's coming next. Solution: run. It's annoying, to say the least. Okay, so you down the survivor. You put a bear trap on their head. Yay. There's almost nothing to do with it. It will not start counting down until a generator goes live. When it does count down, if you down them again, it stops for that amount of time. They can see the jigsaw puzzle boxes, which are done exactly like generators. And you can screw with that a little bit. Amanda doesn't really play by the rules. You can make the countdown shorter. You can add to the number of boxes, whatever. The thing is, I've rarely seen anyone get a head pop. Unless they haven't played against the pig in a while, they run out the exit gate because it's powered on, and they make it past the threshold and the bear trap pops. Yay. You know how often that happens? Almost never. Most people have wised up to this. A lot of people play with other people on their teams, and their teammates will warn them about that, if nothing else. She's fun. She was the first killer I actually bought in the game, but all in all, meh. The Clown. Happy Boy. With his little friend Uncle Carvey. Okay, the Clown has a basic benefit anyway, because it seems like about 50% of people are scared to death of clowns. I can work with that. Matter of fact, I believe it's called Coulrophobia, which is an actual perk the Clown comes with. It's another one of those throwing things. You have a tonic that basically acts as a stun. Not a really good stun either, let's face it. It's like maybe 5 seconds with the right add-ons. It slows down the survivors. They can't see jack because their screen gets totally jacked. And it's supposed to make it easier for you to hit them. And to be honest, if you can get a survivor in a cloud, it usually does. If my aim was better, I would probably enjoy the Clown a lot more. That being said, he's still fun to play. Just don't expect any 4 kills with him, as far as I'm concerned. I play the Clown to screw off and amuse myself. Welcome to the Bitch Goddess. She has almost everything. She moves super fast. She can't be seen when she's moving super fast. The problem is she also can't see survivors. She can still see the trail marks. Good bonus. And she gets a slight speed boost after she comes out of it, which is basically just a slightly extended lunge. It works. You may notice this is the only killer I have at Prestige 3. There's a reason for this. Look at all the blood smearing her, like, just messed up corpse. You notice the arms aren't attached, the legs aren't attached. She has a huge gash in her side. Shards of glass when she was thrown out the window still permeate her body. Honestly, out of all the killers, this is the chicklet that spoofs me the most. Also, she's fun. Oh my god, is she fun. I'll agree with almost everyone else. Spirit is an S-class killer. Doesn't matter if you're on computer, console, whatever. She is deadly. You never know where she's going to pop up. You can only tell where she's been because she leaves a husk behind her. There is a whooshing sound. That's it. And the amount of space she can travel is insane. She has add-ons to make it even faster. All in all, I love my little bloody spooky girl. Alright, Legion. I really want to love this guy more than I do. Or, actually, Legion is 4 characters. There's also female Legions. This is probably my favorite female Legion outfit. And yes, you will find I have more cosmetics for Legion than any other character. Why? Legion has style. I like it. That being said, on badly lit maps, chasing after people in your like hyper frenzy mode can be kind of a pain in the ass. Also, I don't like the fatigue after the frenzy. You may notice I run Dying Light and Thanatophobia on Legion. Why? Because with Legion I need to slow the game down. The more people I injure, the more people I hook, the slower it goes. That being said, I still have fun playing Legion. I won't lie. The Plague. Let's get into the icky factor here. The Plague is a diseased priestess from way back. I want to say Sumeria, Babylon, something like that. Anyway. And yes, I had to get the maggot covered one. Sue me. The thing I like most about the Plague is the ick factor. Her superpower that makes her a killer is she can power vomit. If you get the right arc on it, she could power vomit a long distance. Like, ridiculous. She can also infect things by throwing up on them. Yes, that's right. Her main thing is she throws up on everything, including other survivors. The fun thing with the Plague is that you can infect survivors, keep running them, keep throwing up on them, and eventually they get so sick that they reach the broken status, which means they can no longer be healed. You can one-shot them. Downside, this takes a long time. I won't lie. I don't care how good you are with the Plague, you're investing time on chases. Period. You may notice from the last time I played her, I have Strider. By the way, don't use Strider or Whispers with this killer, because when you're superpowered, see, when you infect people, they can cleanse themselves in the fountains of purity, which then become fountains of corruption. They go from this nice, clean, clear water to this icky, bloody red water, which you can then drink. If you drink it, your puke turns from green ick to red ick. Red ick is powerful. Red ick actually inflicts wounds. It's almost amusing to just sit there and vomit on someone while they are cleansing. I know I should hit them. I find the irony more amusing. If you get people that cleanse a lot, you're golden. If you get people that don't cleanse, it's gonna suck. I won't lie. But she's still fun to play. Ghostface, the powers of stealth. Yeah. I love this guy. He's not quite up as high as Doctor and Wraith in my opinion, but he's damn close. You may notice I didn't include Spirit there. I've been playing less and less Spirit just because the games aren't as fun. Ghostface, on the other hand, oh my god. I love playing Ghostface. I love crouching down, sneaking through the underbrush, and just stalking people. I watch as their white outline slowly shifts to red, and the meter around their portrait fills up. And you know what? Most survivors don't even notice their portraits lighting up like that. As soon as it's all the way around, dude, you have like 30 seconds to insta-down that person. It is fantastic. It feels good. You can also mark more than one person at a time. But say like you mark someone and you come across someone else, you can't insta-down that person, unlike Mikey. Mikey in Tier 3 is like God. God on a bad day. Ghostface is kind of like one of the Archangels. Yeah, he has a bad day, but you're the focus of it. And by God, he does not like you. However, he also has the cringiest Mori. He takes a selfie with you. I almost never use Moris anymore because they totally nerfed the hell out of them. But Ghostface, definitely a worthy contender. Welcome to the Demogorgon from Stranger Things. I want to like this killer. I want to like the hag-like ability to open teleports. Unlike the hag, you can control, it's not player triggered. You basically open up a passage in the ground, and until you use it, no one can destroy it. Once you use it, it can be destroyed, which is annoying. I want to like his lunge, his special shred attack. Unfortunately, you have to charge it up. It kind of sucks. You have to charge it up and then use the attack button. I'm not going to lie, I'm not the most coordinated person. It kind of puts me off of him entirely. So I'll occasionally play Demogorgon, but it's never really resulted in an enjoyable game experience. Another killer I want to love, Hulk Smash. He's nominally more controllable than Hillbilly going across the map when he's in his rage, which we're seeing right there. When he whacks someone with the Kanabo, that's that big fugly stick on his back. They go down, and they stay down. I love the look. I love the design. I don't love the fact that unlike Hillbilly and Leatherface, which are also insta-downers, you have to power it up. How do you power it up? You hit people with your sword. You collect drops of blood. And once you have enough, you can change. You Hulk out, which is cool. He goes really fast when you demon dash. Not a problem. But unlike Legion, when he's running at full force, he's hard to control. Unlike Spirit, when she's phase walking, he's hard to control. Yes, I know there's a learning curve. I don't really want to take the time to learn it. I love the character, I just hate the design. Deathslinger. Interesting premise. It's kind of like Mortal Kombat Scorpion. Get over here. Except for he uses a gun to shoot the spear thing. Survivors walking through the chain can break it. Survivors maneuvering so there's a tree or other obstruction can break it. And you get a stun. Also, unlike a first-person shooter, his aim time is slow. Oh my god, is it slow. So, it's again, love the design, hate the execution of it. Executioner. Yes, that's him from Silent Hill. Pyramid Head. I like him. He's fun to play occasionally. But I just don't feel the urge to play him that I thought I would. He's okay. Yes, he can lay down trails of torment, which, who cares? Survivors avoid him like the plague. I don't know why. But it is what it is. The Blight. Welcome to Legion's deformed inbred cousin. The Blight does essentially the same thing as Legion, but worse. He can run really fast in stages. His first stage, he can't hit anyone with a stick, which is annoying. However, after that, he can run right up and tap someone. The problem is you have to keep finding surfaces to bounce off of. Yes, he's like a pinball. Literally. It's annoying. I know it's a fat learning factor thing again. I just don't want to put the time into him. Okay, these two have potential. Yes, you may notice that's a small child growing out of her chest. A, great body horror concept. Love it. B, they play very differently. Charlotte on her own plays like a... That's the sister right there. The big one. Charlotte plays like a regular M1 killer. You get to use perks with her. She has a terror radius. She's great. Victor, on the other hand, is a little goblin on crack. The guy moves fast. Unfortunately, Victor has limitations of his own. A, he doesn't have a terror radius. B, he can't vault windows. He's too small. He can't vault pallets. He's too small. And because he's small, people like to play kick the baby. Which, okay, I guess it's time for survivors to get some of theirs back. Doesn't matter. Within seconds, Victor reforms on Charlotte. Big deal. What Victor is good at is he is the only way to hold a locker shut. Why would you want to do that? Because a survivor thought they would be cute and they jumped into a locker because everyone loves locker dodging. Well, Charlotte doesn't. Neither does Victor. Victor will clamp onto that locker. You automatically switch back to Charlotte. She can see him pulsing off in the distance, sees his aura, walks over there, opens the locker, takes the survivor out, throws the survivor over his shoulder, and it's hook time, baby. It's beautiful. Absolutely phenomenally beautiful. 10 out of 10 for that. The downside is also when you're playing Victor, you see those nice diamonds there that are all of my perks? Yeah, Victor doesn't get those. Nope. You can use him as a proximity warning when he's separate from Charlotte and you're running Charlotte. You can use him as an attack goblin when he's on his own. Charlotte goes comatose and basically no terror radius. So your perks are only going to work while you're in control of Charlotte, which is kind of a pain in the ass. But it's a manageable pain in the ass. All in all, these guys are just fun to play. Especially with the way Victor pounces. You can pounce a long, long way. Yes, it's similar to Demogorgon's shred attack, but unlike Demo, Victor can moonwalk when he's doing this. So even if you miss, you turn around, find out where the survivor is, you moonwalk backwards while you're charging the pounce, and the survivor's like, yes, I'm going to play kick the baby. And your charge goes all the way up, and you press the attack button, boom. The survivor has taken the time to line themselves up perfectly for the attack. It's beautiful. You latch onto him, done. And that's all the killers right now. Trickster is supposed to be coming out fairly soon. And I'll probably make a commentary about that. But this is Ruminations on the killers by me. I would consider doing the same thing with the survivors, but there's only one problem. All the survivors are exactly the bloody same. You can pick whatever perks you want. The survivors do not have individual powers. So basically it's like, for survivors, pick who you like the look of. Personally, I play a lot of Nia. I play some Jeff, some Kate, but those are my top 3. And they have the most perks to show it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed my ruminations on the killers, and I will probably